Yeah, he really is. It's one of those rare properties that comes along that, you know, they're reticent to make, and they didn't want to make it. It was 11 years I was trying to get them to do a Deadpool movie, but they finally did. I think that it all works in its favor. You know, the anticipation of a Deadpool movie, constantly being asked. I mean, that was kind of the worst torture over the years, was people always saying, "Are they going to make a Deadpool movie?" And then me saying, I'm trying, you know. But here we are. We get to introduce him to the world.
I could not be more excited. Actually, I'm 11 years excited. When I talk about it, I always just grateful. I'm wearing an adult diaper. This movie has been just the biggest pain in the ass to get made, and somehow, some way, the movie gods looked down on us and made that happen through a number of illegal transactions, not the least of which being our test footage leaking onto the internet accidentally.
Well, listen, I count myself as part of that audience. That's a huge, you know, Deadpool's a favorite of mine too. So, you know, what I loved about it was that I never imagined in my wildest dreams that Wade Wilson would be portrayed in a movie along with Deadpool. I mean, I know that they're one and the same, but they're not. I mean, you know, Wade Wilson is this fractured person, and you know, Deadpool is this kind of insane, you know, merc with the mouth. And
yes, okay, the latter question is yes, you're always hearing me speak through the mask. It's weirdly enough, there's a lot of bittersweet happenstance with the mask. It's uncomfortable, but at the same time it was like really functional. You could hear everything perfectly. I could emote through it. It was we just kind of got lucky there, and that's also Russ Schenkel who developed the suit and really did a good job. But the eyes are really subtly animated, actually. They're just, and what they do is they film my face doing every line and every expression that I would make, and they take my eyes and actually map them onto the suit.
They're very different people, although Wade Wilson is, in fact, what I love about this version is that Wade Wilson is still incredibly mouthy. You'll definitely get some of that, you know, you get some of that acerbic kind of corrosive wit, and you know, that is the primary character trait that he carries forth with Deadpool. And then you'll also see Deadpool. I mean, I got to play 2 roles in one movie, and that to me is worth the price of admission. It was like a dream come true. Yes, I have. Yeah, without any real control. I've done it before, but this film I was lucky enough I got to produce it, and I got to star in it, and I got to really sort of protect it. And I was so vigilant about the canon of Deadpool to make sure that we get every aspect of it right, that even the most kind of scrupulous fanboy or fangirl could sit down and go, that's Deadpool. That's the Deadpool I know, love, and need.
Ryan Reynolds, fired from Marvel? It's the rumor that took the internet by storm, leaving fans worried the beloved face of Deadpool might have lost his role. And if you thought that was wild, the story gets even more tangled when you throw Hugh Jackman's name into the mix. Did the legendary Wolverine actor finally break his silence on Ryan's fate? Or is this all just another flash in the Hollywood rumor mill? Stay tuned, because what started as a puzzling online whisper spiraled into a full-blown frenzy, and you'll want to hear every twist and turn before making up your mind. Section 1. The rumor emerges. A few months ago, a baffling claim surfaced on social media. Ryan Reynolds was supposedly let go by Marvel. No official confirmation, no major announcement, just an out-of-nowhere rumor that spread like wildfire. Within hours, fans on Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube were buzzing. Some refused to believe it, while others feared the worst. Were we really about to lose the wisecracking merc with a mouth? Where did it start? Nobody could pinpoint an exact source, but as soon as the words Ryan Reynolds and fired shared the same headline, the internet latched on. Speculation soared as small blogs and insider Twitter accounts repeated the claim. Each post offered the same vague story. Ryan had done something that clashed with Marvel's family-friendly direction, and the studio decided to pull the plug. No real evidence, but in a digital age where rumors grow faster than they can be debunked, this one ignited a frenzy. But if the idea of Marvel ditching Ryan was unbelievable, the drama that followed made it even more complicated. Section 2. Why it shook the fandom. For fans, this rumor felt impossible to swallow. After all, Ryan Reynolds is practically synonymous with Deadpool. He helped shape the character's signature R-rated humor, and audiences ate it up. The first two Deadpool films were massive hits, precisely because Ryan brought a level of sarcastic wit and charisma rarely seen in comic book adaptations. Moreover, people had high hopes for Deadpool's transition into the wider Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now that Disney owns Fox, the door opened for crossovers with the Avengers, the X-Men, and countless other heroes. It's the ultimate dream for so many fans, Deadpool's chaotic humor colliding with Marvel's biggest icons. So, if Ryan was out, what did that mean for the future of Deadpool? The character's entire appeal hinges on Reynolds' razor-sharp comedic style. Losing him felt like losing half the magic. Some fans worried that if Marvel was cracking down on R-rated material, maybe they saw Ryan's brand of edgy as too risky. Others thought there was no way Marvel would throw away such a golden opportunity. Yet the speculation didn't stop there, because another major Marvel star unexpectedly got dragged into the storm. Section 3. The Hugh Jackman Angle. Enter Hugh Jackman, the actor who spent nearly 2 decades slashing his way through the X-Men universe as Wolverine. He and Ryan share a friendly and famously hilarious rivalry, always poking fun at each other online, sometimes roping in big celebs like Jake Gyllenhaal to join their playful pranks. Now, fans had something else to obsess over. If Ryan was gone, how would that impact the rumored Wolverine-Deadpool team-up that everyone was hoping for? After all, Hugh had seemingly retired from the Wolverine role after Logan. Then the internet exploded with the possibility that he might return to star alongside Ryan in a new Deadpool adventure. So naturally, people looked to Hugh for answers. If Marvel had just booted his close friend, would Hugh speak up? Would he walk away in solidarity? Or would Marvel keep him on board, forging a new path without Deadpool? The speculation got out of hand fast, especially when Hugh remained quiet at first. That silence became a breeding ground for even wilder theories, and soon the rumor mill was in overdrive. Section 4. Rumors gain momentum. While fans debated the likelihood of Marvel letting Ryan go, rumor-centric websites doubled down. Some claimed creative differences had sparked the split, alleging that Ryan wanted to preserve Deadpool's R-rated chaos, but Marvel insisted on a safer PG-13 approach. Others insisted it was about money, or that Ryan's comedic brand clashed with more traditional superhero narratives. Suddenly, people were dissecting every piece of news for clues. A passing comment by a Marvel producer? Proof of tension? A joking tweet from Ryan that said nothing about Deadpool? Apparently, a secret message. And the biggest question, why wasn't Hugh Jackman stopping the madness? In truth, he likely had no reason to address a rumor that no one from Marvel or Ryan's team had confirmed. But that silence only amped up curiosity. Fans believed Hugh's hush-hush approach signaled that something major was brewing behind the scenes. But what happens when a rumor grows so loud that it practically demands a response, even from someone like Hugh Jackman? Section 5. Hugh Jackman finally speaks. Eventually, Hugh did speak out, though not in a grand press conference or a long Twitter thread. In a casual press chat for a different project, a reporter asked him point-blank about the swirling rumors that Ryan was gone from Marvel. Hugh looked taken aback, then responded with humor, saying something along the lines of, "That rumor gets bigger every time I hear it." His light-hearted tone told the real story. If Ryan had actually been fired, one would expect shock, or at least a more measured explanation. Instead, Hugh treated the question like it was too outlandish to take seriously, almost as if the entire rumor came as a surprise. That one comedic comment was enough for many fans to breathe a sigh of relief. Could the entire firing story be nothing but smoke? Some people read deeper meaning into Hugh's statement, suggesting he was deliberately downplaying the drama because of Marvel's secrecy. Others insisted that if Marvel had truly dropped Ryan, Hugh's humor would be a poor cover-up. After all, these two have teased each other for years. It's part of their public persona. With no official confirmation, Hugh's good-natured dismissal only fueled the notion that the rumor might be, well, nonsense. So, was this rumor ever real to begin with? Let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Section 6. The real story and the bigger picture. When you dig deeper, the Ryan Reynolds firing rumor looks more and more shaky. Marvel is known for carefully managing its partnerships, especially with top-tier stars. If Ryan was truly let go, you'd expect major entertainment outlets, Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, to cover the story. Instead, they remained silent. Typically, when a franchise star departs over disputes, it leaks from multiple credible sources. That never happened. Deadpool is also a huge moneymaker for Marvel, and Ryan's comedic marketing skills are gold. Remember how he promoted the first Deadpool film in that iconic costume, dropping zany videos and social media posts? Marvel harnesses hype like no other studio, so why would they toss aside someone who's proven to be a genius at brand building? Yes, Marvel has recast characters in the past. Terrence Howard's swap for Don Cheadle in Iron Man, or Edward Norton replaced by Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. But those shakeups were widely documented, and official statements came quickly. In this case, all we have is rumor with no official comment. Meanwhile, Ryan keeps posting casually on social media, dropping playful updates and business ventures without even a hint that his Marvel future is in jeopardy. If all this points to a giant misunderstanding, how did the rumor gain so much steam? And more importantly, what has it taught us? Conclusion. This entire episode demonstrates just how fast online speculation can become accepted truth. One day, Ryan's happily preparing for his Marvel future. The next, fans are convinced he's been fired. Hugh Jackman's eventual response didn't come as a formal statement, but in a moment of genuine surprise, as though he couldn't believe such a rumor had spiraled so far out of control. For fans who love seeing Ryan don the red suit, there's good news. All signs suggest he's still on board with Marvel. The studio hasn't hinted at any abrupt casting changes, and no major outlet has substantiated the firing gossip. Hugh Jackman's breezy dismissal of the rumor only adds to the mountain of evidence that the story doesn't hold water. In the end, this might have been just another case of the internet rumor mill running at full speed. But it sure kept us talking, and maybe that's part of the fascination. We live in an era where even the silliest whisper can spread like wildfire if it speaks to fans' hopes or fears. For now, it looks like Ryan Reynolds isn't going anywhere, and if Wolverine and Deadpool truly team up in the future, rest assured Hugh Jackman will be there, wisecracking about the entire roller coaster ride. So next time you see a shocking headline about a beloved star getting the boot, especially without any verifiable sources, take a step back and remember this saga. Because as Hugh Jackman's reaction taught us, sometimes the biggest revelations in Hollywood are that there's no real story at all.